Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to do some jumbo knotless box braids. So to start off, I'm going to section off my hair like so, and I'm going to leave out a row in the back. And first thing I'm going to do is moisturize my hair. I'm going to spray it with warm water, smoothing that warm water on my roots, shafts, and ends. And then I'm going to take some hair butter and smooth that into my palms, and then smooth that into my hair to moisturize my hair. I think whipped hair butter is the best moisturizer for most natural hair girls, for most people with natural hair, especially if you have thick density hair. So then I'm going to take my Felicia Leatherwood Detangler brush. This is my favorite brush. I've been using it for quite a while now, and it is black owned, and I just use it to detangle and redistribute the hair butter throughout my hair. And then I twist this section tightly all the way down to the bottom, and just make sure it's detangled all the way down so that my hair will stretch and be moisturized the next day. So my hair is going to air dry overnight, and now it is the next day. I'm going to just simply untwist each twist and just pull my fingers through just to separate it. And now I'm going to use this type of comb to do my parting. So this is a very detailed parting tutorial. I'm going to section off like a section that's smaller than the other side, and I'm going to make this section into 3 rows and then twist up each row and bantu knot it. It helps the parts to stay clean and organized, and it really is helpful for people who want to learn how to do their own parting, and people whose parting, gets messy sometimes. It is messy sometimes. So this really helps by doing your row, by pre-parting out your rows and then bantu knotting them. So I'm going to section off the other side of my head, and this section is going to be 4 parts. So I'm going to try to make these parts equal by just looking in the mirror and parting where I think it's equal to or symmetrical to the other part. And then I'm going to do the same thing, twist it and bantu it into itself. So here I'm just doing a second row. Again, I'm going to part off the section. I'm using alligator clips to just clip up the hair out of the way. And then some parts I need to use a bobby pin on the bantu knots because they wouldn't stay tight in the bantu knot. So yeah, that's what I had to do. So now we're on the last section, and I had to just split it in 2 again because we're making this section into 4 rows. And then I'm going to twist that together, bantu knot it, and then do the same for the last row, twist it and bantu knot it. So this is how the front rows will look. And now we're going to work on the back rows. I'm using a small mirror to determine where I should start the back row, the first row part. And then I just pull the comb all the way through and hope that it's straight. Then I use a mirror again just to double check it to make sure it is straight, and if it's not straight, I'll fix it by parting out whatever is left. And then again, I'm going to twist and bantu knot that. So we're going to go into the second row. I use the mirror first, and then I just part it all the way through without using anything because I can't hold the mirror and my hair at the same time. And then it came out like this, so I just twisted it up and bantu knotted it up. And I'm kind of used to parting the back of my hair, which is why it comes out like this. And oh, that was the fan. It scared me. So the trick to parting is to oh my gosh, the trick to parting is to just keep your hand still as you part across. So the back is going to have 4 rows, as you can see here. And now we can actually start with the braids. So actually I'm going to show you the back braid parting pattern. So the first row in the back at the bottom has 2 braids. The second row has 3. And the third row has 3 as well. And the fourth row has 2. And these are large sections, parting sections, because I wanted them to be jumbo. So now we're on to the front, and I feel like showing you guys the front, how to install them in the front, was actually a better view of how to install knotless box braids. So the first row on this side, I'm going to part that into 2 boxes. Then I'm going to get out 2 chunky pieces of braiding hair and split both into half, so I'll end up with 4 pieces of braiding hair, and I'll be using 4 pieces of braiding hair per braid. So I'm going to apply edge control to my roots. You can use edge control or Murray's Edgewax. Then I'm going to braid 1, 2, 3 times. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Then I'm going to feed in the first piece of hair. You want to make sure that hair is not too big and not noticeable. Then you want to braid some more down. Then you want to add in that second piece, and then you want to continue to braid down for a little bit. Towards your end, you do want to add in some edge control on your ends so that your ends are tucked away into your braids and do not pop out. That's my trick. So down here, a little bit towards my ends, I'm going to add in the third piece of braiding hair. And then it looks like I decided not to add in another one because I thought it would be too large. So moving on to the next row, the second row on this side is going to only have 2 braids as well. So I'm going to braid that about 3 or 4 times before I pick up the first piece of braiding hair. And again, I want you to see that this braiding hair is not larger than my actual hair, so that my hair is tucked in and it doesn't look like it's out of place, and it actually doesn't create a knot. So it is a knotless braid, but we're still adding in thickness by adding in the hair down lower. So that's why we braid a little bit, then add in the hair, then braid some more, then add in the hair. Okay, so then we're going to continue the braid down, and then towards my ends, again, I'm going to put edge control or edge wax on my actual natural hair ends so they tuck into the braid. And also, after we do that, then we're going to add in the third piece of hair, and adding in the hair down below here makes the braid longer. So that's why I'm adding in the hair down below and not all at once up at the top. So I added in the third, and then this is the fourth piece, and this is what makes the braid really long, like to your hip length or butt length, like you would want. So you would just continue to do that and braid all the way down. And so the second row had 2 braids, the third row had 3 braids, and you guys can see here 1, 2, 3, and then on the other side of my head I did the same thing, 2, 2, and 3. And then the middle part there, I did 4. And you guys can see that here shortly. So this is the final look. I really like the braids. They were long and thick. You know, just take your time doing them. If it's your first time, you'll love them. And they really are a nice look. They do get old fast because it's your actual natural hair at your roots getting old. So apply some mousse if you need it. Thumbs up this video if you loved it. Check out more braid videos on my channel, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.